need to activate a feeling of him winning you over, and you need to also activate a feeling of loss within him. In order for a man to fall in love with you, you need to engage his emotions. He needs to feel something for you. I know this sounds very simple, and most of you might be watching and thinking, yeah, duh, obviously he needs to feel something. This is a really important topic because most of you are engaging in behaviors that actually are not inspiring a man's emotions, or at least the emotions that he needs in order to fall in love with you. My name is Farine. I'm a relationship and dating coach. I teach masculine and feminine energies. I was a former lawyer. I'm also an author and a speaker. And in these videos, I want to teach you about relationships, polarity, and the differences between men and women, because we are very different and we want to embrace those differences. For a man to fall in love, he needs to experience certain emotions when he's with you. And oftentimes what happens with women is that when we get ahead of a man, we're not allowing him to experience these emotions that he needs to feel in order to fall in love with you. I hate to say this, but a man needs to be the one to choose you, and a man needs to be the one to fall in love with you. If you fall in love with a man and he's not fallen in love with you, you're not going to get the desired result that you want, which is ultimately commitment and adoration from a man. I want you to let that sink in for a little bit. If you are the one falling in love with a man and you are the one thinking about him all the time, obsessing over him, there's no room there and there's no gap for him to move toward you and to close that gap so that he can feel those desired emotions for you. Although we are in a very modern society, which I'm not really a fan of, to be quite honest, it isn't very helpful for the woman to fall in love with the man. When it comes to masculine energy men, if you are the one that's falling in love with him, you can't really be the one to propose to him. As modern as our times are, there still is this aspect of all humans where a man wants to pursue something and a woman wants to receive. And so even if you fall in love and it's the 21st century and now you want to go and propose to your partner, it very likely won't work with a masculine energy man. He'll feel uncomfortable with that. So it's really important that we understand that when it comes to love and romance, especially if we want attraction and passion in our relationships, we have to understand and know our role. When you are very interested in a man and he's not communicated his feelings towards you, you are actually ahead of him in terms of his pursuit and you're not engaging his emotions. In order for him to fall in love, he needs to feel certain emotions toward a woman to know that she's right for me. What many of you are doing that write to me, book a session with me, do an email session with me, is that you are providing a man with too much certainty and he's way too comfortable. If a man is feeling bored in a relationship, he's not going to be inspired to move towards you and to commit to you. He's not going to feel the feelings he needs to feel in order to make you his wife or to commit to you. And when you are getting very interested without him having to do anything to win you over, you are actually robbing him of feelings that he actually wants to experience in order to know that a woman is his wife. If a man is not feeling certain feelings, men want to have the experience that the woman they're going to marry is not only one of a kind, but that he can't live without her. He needs to experience this feeling. A man needs to feel the emotions for a woman that he wants to marry, not only that she's a one in a million type of woman, but also that he can't live without her. If he's not feeling this feeling of I can't live without you, and there's certain emotions that are accompanied with that, he's not going to think that you're the one, and therefore he's not going to pursue you in the way that you would want. If you're a feminine energy woman or a woman that's in her masculine energy but is looking to be desired by a man and adored by a man, then you need to activate a feeling of him winning you over, and you need to also activate a feeling of loss within him. Because if a man thinks that you are just there no matter what and you are putting him on a pedestal, then he's not going to feel inspired to make you his wife, because quality men want to have the experience that they are the ones that are losing out on something. They don't want to feel that they are the prize and the woman is the one that is losing out. Although a man wants to have an experience with a woman that he also feels she appreciates him and adores him, men want to have this experience as well, and you should give a man that experience once he's deserving of that experience. Initially, he does not want this feeling. He wants to feel that the woman he is with is desirable, has a self-concept about herself that is high value, so she believes she's a catch. She knows she's a catch, and not just superficially, but there's credentials that back that up. And therefore, her belief system about herself reflects her behaviors, meaning if she feels good about herself, she's not going to be gaga over any one particular man. The man that she's going to fall in love with and give her heart to is the man that she is seeing that is vying for her attention and is consistently passing tests and assuring her that he is a man that is capable of keeping her safe. And what men want, I talk about tests. Women absolutely test men. I want to be with a man that I believe is strong, and I don't want to be with a man that is weak. I want to make sure that the person that I'm with has strength and dignity and integrity and knows what he wants and is very committed. A woman that is in her feminine energy is subconsciously going to test men because she's going to see which man is going to be able to protect her, which man is 110% sure of her, which man is just there for the wrong reason and just wants to sleep with her. Feminine energy women are very desirable women and have the belief about themselves that they are a catch and know that they're a catch and have a pool of men that are vying for her attention. Any of you that are watching my videos can develop within yourself. I stress inner work because without inner work, everything else is games and a strategy, and energy matters most. And energy comes also in essence from the way that a woman feels about herself. If a woman feels good about herself, then her energy and her vibe is going to be lighthearted, carefree. She's not going to put so much emphasis on one particular man, and she's not going to be upset or triggered by what he does or doesn't do. I have a lot of women that reach out to me for email sessions or coaching sessions that are actually in the experience where they're very attached to men that have not given any indication that there's interest there. If a man is interested in you, he is going to let you know. He is going to say, I am interested in you. I want to be with you. I want to commit to you. You are the person that I want to be with. And he's going to follow that up with action. I really want you to understand that when you are not getting this experience from a man and a man is not committing to you or saying that he wants to pursue you, this is the reason I say you must get what men want. Because in what men want, I talk about how masculine men court women. It is very different than unhealthy men, insecure men, feminine men. A masculine man has a particular way of courting, and masculine energy men are not going to put everything on the table. If a man is very interested in a woman from the onset without having gotten to know her, and he puts all of his cards on the table, he's not a healthy man and he's not a confident man. It doesn't matter how amazing a woman is. A man that is confident, secure in who he is, once he recognizes there's something different about this woman, he is going to actively pursue her, but he's not going to give her the feeling that he's all in on her right away. It's going to take a little bit of time. And in my book, I get into this, and I also speak about how my partner pursued me and how many men have pursued me. I'm interested and attracted to men that let me know that they're interested in me without letting me know that they're interested in me, if that makes sense. There has to be this cat and mouse chase a little bit. This is just how attraction works. When a woman gives everything to a man right away, a man that's healthy in his energy is not going to feel attracted to that. And it's the same thing with a feminine energy woman that is confident, desirable. If a man is just, okay, you're the one, I want to be with you, I can give you everything, without really getting to know her, she's not going to find that interesting and alluring because she's going to feel that you don't really see me, you don't know me yet, right? For healthy people, it takes a little bit of time to establish attraction and to establish values and to know if you are on the same page as someone. And that takes time. That is not something that happens overnight. In order for a man to feel something for you, you have to activate his negative emotions, not his positive emotions. And when I say negative emotions, I don't mean the negative emotions of you're a nag and you are annoying to men. When a man is feeling those negative feelings towards you, he's never going to want to commit to you because you don't feel good to him. A man needs to feel good to want to be with you. And for a man to feel good to be with you, the emotions he needs to feel is uncertainty. He needs to feel fear of losing you. He needs to feel that you are a catch, and he needs to feel excited to be around you. A man is not going to feel those emotions if you are a nag, if you boss him around, if you are always triggered, if you are jealous at other women, if you are jealous at him, if you have nothing going on in your life, if you are putting all of your interest in him, if you are putting all of your interest in this one man and there's nothing else beyond him that makes you happy and excited about life, you are not going to activate good feelings in him. You are going to activate feelings of boredom in him. Being the nice girl is also contrary to what a man wants, because when a woman is too nice, and again, You can be kind. I'm a very kind woman and a kind person, but I am not nice. Nice is people pleasing. When you are nice to men, you're performing. You're being inauthentic and you're manipulating a man because you're trying to show him something. You don't need to do that. Generally, good people don't need to do that. Healthy men are not nice. They're kind. There's a very big difference between being a kind person and a nice person. A woman that is being too nice is overperforming to get the interest of a man. And when you do that, men are going to feel that. And while it might stroke his ego and it might make him feel good because, of course, men love attention and there's nothing wrong with that, it's not going to activate the feelings he needs to feel to commit to you and to make you his wife. Because a man that wants to make a woman his wife, he needs to feel that she is a little bit above him and that she can walk away, can be without him, and he needs to feel a certain level of uncertainty there. If you give a man the feelings of safety, he's going to get bored. That is not what a masculine man wants to feel when he's falling in love. The safety component comes later on when there's more of an established connection in a relationship, but it is not something a man needs in the beginning in order to fall in love. So you need to give a man what he needs, not what you need. As women, we want to feel a sense of safety with a man. But a man needs to prove that. And again, for a woman that is healthier in her energy, she is not going to feel this level of safety with a man right away. It's a red flag within yourself if you feel that a man is making you feel safe when he is not doing the things he needs to do to make you feel safe. In order for a healthy woman to feel safe with a man, she needs to see consistent pursuit from him in a balanced, non-attached, directional way. And this takes time. This is not something that happens overnight. It takes a period of months for a woman to see that there's something about this man that no matter what, he's strong and that he can handle her. It took me a few months before I could really see that there was something different about my fiance, and I very much took my time in pacing the relationship. I was not physical with him whatsoever until there was a certain level of commitment and until I felt in my body that this is a man that I feel safe with. And I was able to observe his reactions to that. He never got upset by that. He didn't act immature. He was very patient. He was very understanding, and he was very respectful of what I needed. And in that, I saw him as a very strong man. And not only did I see him as a strong man, but that increased his level of attraction to me because I was a woman that he was not able to sleep with right away when every other woman he was with, he was able to sleep with right away. That created a level of uncertainty with him. I also paced the relationship, so I never messaged him in between. I never called him. We kept a little bit of distance when we were courting, and that made him feel interested in me because it made him feel that this woman is not all about me. She has other things going on in her life. Maybe she's dating other men. And in fact, at one point, I did tell him that I was going to continue dating, and he was very upset with that because I was at a point in my life that I was looking for a husband. I was not looking for a boyfriend, and I did not want to waste my last few years in my 30s just dating men and having long-term relationships with them, because at this point in my life, I was ready to be a wife. I had my career. I did the law thing. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm ready. I was ready to now settle down and meet my husband. And so I was not going to give my precious body time or commitment to anyone that didn't deserve it. And my partner was not happy about that initially, but that also invigorated him to continue his efforts to pursue me. It didn't derail him. It didn't make him feel good. It didn't make him feel good, but it did make him feel good because that also invigorated a desire in him to compete for my attention and to show me that he was worthy of me being just with him and of selecting him. So this is how a man starts to develop these strong feelings for a woman and starts to realize that this woman is different. She holds herself and carries herself different. In fact, my fiance talks about this in the books. Make sure you get the books. And it's what drives him to move towards you. I recommend the inner work course. Again, without inner work, you are never going to change your circumstances. The outside reality is never going to change until you do the inner work. In my inner work course, there's 19 modules. It is a group program that I ran for thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm making it available as an e-course because, of course, I cannot work with every single one of you at this moment in my life. I want to have everyone that is interested in doing their inner work to at least have access to the course to start their inner work journey. I am going to be creating other courses after this course that are more in alignment with relationships and feminine energy, but this is going to be my foundational course. So without this course, you're not going to be able to get access to all the juicy courses that I'm going to be doing because this is the foundation. So I recommend that you get this before the prices go up. It's going to go up very soon. So make sure you do your part in healing and let the universe come in and match you where you are. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I love hearing from you. Please share this with other people that might need it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.